Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
No more. Hey, go flip her up. Check 58.
On first down, it's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
The Seahawks are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This second and 4.
Easy.
Running left is Walker.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Back to Walker on first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably...
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Set, ready. Strike. Check, strike. Set.
Here's Pollard again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in
we
that
both
game,
did.
right? I mean, I had a clipper going out.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it again.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to throw now on first down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Yeah, offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they run the option on second down.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 12.
He'll drop to throw. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go. Here we go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Here we go. Set.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Throwing now is Geno.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
49, flip her off, 49.
Off of play action, here's Smith.
He'll get this one to Patrick.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Smith now on second down. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
On third down, here's Walker. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Ready.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Ready.
On second down, it's Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Returnable for Lockett. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
There we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop. There he goes, right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Smith's throw taken in here by Patrick. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with career touchdown number 60. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And a route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Okay, right.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And Walker once more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Hey, it's a clip.
Now Gino. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Gino on first down. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
13 net. 53, 53.
Here's Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Another shot from the one on second and goal. The final shot here before break. Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Pollard to return from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They go back to Pollard on second down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Let's go.
Second down and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Again, it's Walker. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Smith.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 7. And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
Pushing his way through. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Zach Charbonnet.
His first touchdown of the year.
And the Seahawks have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it is 42-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throw right side caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And Charbonnet once again. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the middle, here's Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here we go.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since.
Check white. Hut.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Ultra. Go ultra. Set.
Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now they'll shift things around.
Ready?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to be... Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point. Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free. Yes, indeed, that play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss? Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Walker to start the drive. Taking it right down Broadway. Now he's loose again. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. And all the way in, touchdown Sam. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
49, flip it off, 49.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Charbonnet. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
There we go, Salon!
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance,
incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping